Oh hey there, welcome to the bridge of the USS Ares. This week I'm in Atlanta, Georgia filming for Axanar, which is a Star Trek fan production, which these sets were actually built for. I'm going to go over and discuss why we chose the Red Komodo as our primary A and B cameras, in addition to the different types of methods we used from filming on Steadicam to shooting anamorphic with SIRUI's Super 35 lenses that work amazingly paired with the Red Komodo. So let's hit it. I've been attached to Axanar for the past few years, serving as the DP, along with directors Mark Edward Lewis and Ted Bernetti, and it's been just a joy working with everybody. Now, originally, because so much time has passed since we first started shooting, we were shooting on Blackmagic Pocket 4Ks and 6Ks to be as indie but high quality as possible. But since we started production, the Red Komodo came out, there were some issues where we had to do reshoots, and we actually decided, since we were reshooting the entire film, to start from scratch and use the Red Komodo as our primary camera, because number one, the dynamic range is great on that camera. It shoots in 6K, it has a global shutter which works amazing for our action scenes, and then it has the RF mount, which allows us to use extremely affordable anamorphics from companies like SIRUI. Now, the reason I chose SIRUI, besides the fact that they are affordable, is the fact of how light these lenses are, especially when using them on a gimbal, on a Steadicam. They're actually so light for the Steadicam that we had to weigh it down with not only weights in the back of the camera, we used my V-mount solution from Core, we also used a Preston follow focus, and once all that was added to the camera body, then it was actually heavy enough to be used on a proper Steadicam rig. The other reason we chose the SIRUI anamorphics is the fact that they're a 1.33 squeeze. Now, with cameras like the Red Komodo, the full sensor is a 17:9 sensor. It is not a 4:3 sensor, which a lot of still cameras use. You can shoot that way on RE cameras. And when you shoot in 4:3, you want a 2-time squeeze to be able to get close to that CinemaScope field of view. But when you're shooting on 17:9, a 2-time squeeze, a 1.8-time squeeze, for my taste, it's just too much on a 17:9 sensor. When you shoot with the 1.33 squeeze, you get really close to that CinemaScope field of view. Now, the Super 35 original SIRUI lenses were heavily criticized as being a little too sci-fi looking. But for what we're filming here on this bridge, that is exactly the look we're going for, which is why those lenses worked perfectly for this shoot. Now, we did some green screen days as well, and we decided not to shoot those days in anamorphic. Part of the reason being is we wanted to shoot with really sharp lenses in order to punch in on the 6K and get a little bit of different framing when shooting on the green screen, which is also part of the reason we chose Sigma Art lenses to shoot the green screen. We actually started shooting with Sigma Art lenses back in 2020. We have one camera using the 18-35 from Sigma, and then we have one using the 50-100, which is one of my favorite lenses from Sigma. Now, with the 50-100, we don't really rack focus that much because, as some of you know, there is a lot of breathing in that lens. But the 18-35 is perfect because it has minimal breathing. So when we need to do focus pulls, you don't really see the breathing as much. It was an absolute blast filming here this week at Ares Studios, and if you have any questions or you want to see more content like this, make sure to let me know in the comments below. And if you got knowledge and value out of today's video, please make sure to hit that like and subscribe button to keep up to date with the latest videos from the channel. Until next time, my name's Geoff Fagien. Thank you for joining me, everybody, and I will see you in the next video.